Welcome to Baz Travels. After driving 14,826 kilometers through 24 states and Washington, D.C., I've seen rocket launches to the Grand Canyon and Hoover Dam. I've explored Route 66, ghost towns, deserts, snow, and beaches on both coasts. From Vegas casinos to Alcatraz, the White House to Hollywood. Join me for a journey of the ordinary and the extraordinary.
Loading destination. Simulation starting in 3, 2, 1. To look around, move your phone or tablet. Click and drag if on a computer or move your head if using a VR headset. Please like and subscribe.
Bicentennial Plaza takes something that usually lives in textbooks and compresses it into a space you can actually move through. And that shift from reading history to physical experiencing is what makes this area stand out. This plaza was built to mark 200 years of Illinois history, and instead of presenting that as a single monumental building, it spreads the story across the space using sculptures, markers, and layouts to guide how the timeline unfolds. What makes that approach interesting is that it doesn't rely on one focal point to carry the meaning, because the entire plaza works together as a sequence, where each section represents a different period and adds another layer to the overall story. That means you're not just looking at history, you're moving through it step by step, which changes how it feels compared to something static. The sculptures here are doing more than decoration, because each one represents a specific phase of development, from early settlement through expansion, industrial growth, and into the modern era, and that progression gives structure to what could otherwise feel like disconnected events. That structure is important, because Illinois didn't develop in a straight line. It moved through phases shaped by migration, agriculture, transport routes, and political change. And the plaza reflects that by breaking history into segments, rather than presenting as one continuous block. Another detail that stands out is how open the space is, because instead of enclosing the experience, it gives everything room, which makes it easier to take in each element without feeling crowded or overwhelmed. That openness also allows the layout to guide movement naturally, because the positioning of each feature encourages a direction without forcing it, which makes the experience feel more fluid. There's also a contrast built into the design, because you're dealing with modern materials and construction presenting historical content, which creates a connection between past and present rather than isolating one from the other. That connection is what keeps the space relevant, because it's not just about what happened, it's about how those events still shape the state today. What makes Bicentennial Plaza work is that it avoids turning history into something distant or abstract, because instead of presenting it as information to absorb, it turns it into something you move through, where each step adds context and builds a clearer picture of how the state developed over time. That shift from passive to active is what defines the space, because it turns a 200-year timeline into something that feels structured, accessible, and easy to understand without needing to rely on explanation alone.
Simulation terminated. Please comment, like and subscribe.